Good morning from Bangkok, Thailand, and guess what, guys? We are officially monetized on YouTube. That's correct. We reached our threshold of requirements. The requirements for YouTube to get monetized is 1,000 subscribers and also 4,000 watch hours. And we hit those numbers in less than a month. Guys, that is incredibly fast. I'm really impressed. I was rather kind of surprised myself. When I first started this channel, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna do a little something different because this is different from that of my other channel, right? And I was like, wow, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this channel to grow really fast and see how it works. And also kind of teach you guys and show you guys that, you know what, you can get monetized quickly, right, on YouTube. So without further ado, let me go hang on and give you guys an idea of how that all works in terms of getting monetized right away. First of all, to get monetized, you get basically ad money, and that's what monetization means. When YouTube is, they'll place ads on your videos that you get paid, right? And until you reach a certain threshold, you can't get paid. So when you first start your YouTube channel, you're not getting paid on any ads, right? You don't have the opportunity to get paid. But once you reach the threshold of 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, then you can make money. And it's basically a 1099. So I'm getting paid on my other channel. I'm getting paid every month by YouTube 1099. Okay, so just be aware of that in terms of how that's set up. But anyways, so we got monetized, and one of the things I did, or the tricks I did for YouTube this time around, because my first channel, it took me, I want to say 8 months, around 8 months before I got monetized on that channel. But for this channel, I did something a little different. I learned some tricks along the way, and the first thing I did was I released a video every day. So as you're watching this video, you've seen a video every day being released, right? And one thing about YouTube and the algorithm, right, and how it works is it basically puts videos out there, and if people see the videos, then they'll give your video again to that person to see if you want to watch more of that person's content, right? And then if you do, then you watch that, and they'll kind of keep on feeding you more and more content. But if you don't have any content after your first video, then YouTube doesn't have any way to feed more content to them, right? So then they'll send your content or after you're viewing your video to another channel because there's no other videos. So one thing that I would recommend you try to do is when you start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a YouTube channel, is to put out multiple videos out, maybe even the same day, maybe put 2-3 videos out the same day. So once someone sees one of your first videos, that the YouTube actually has the opportunity then to push another one of your videos out to them so that they can see it, right? It makes sense, right? So what I did was I basically tried a new method. I did an intro video, but then I started pumping out video every day and to see if anybody would be interested. And the second thing I did too was with the YouTube, I don't know where my audience is. I didn't know what my audience was gonna be interested in, so I kind of diversified the niche. And people will always talk about that in YouTube world. You gotta find your niche. You gotta find out what your viewers want. But the thing about it is if you don't know, then what do, right? So I'm putting out content on 4 basic principles on my channel, right? And I'm trying to see what will attract people to those videos and who are interested in those videos, right? And one of the things that people are interested in right now is videos about, not only become financially independent, but also in terms of self-motivation to motivate you to, become financially independent as well, right? And motivational videos are really important, I think, because, we're human beings, right? We all get into kind of a rut, right? And we can also get depressed or deflated or demotivated, right? And we need something to kind of inspire us, right? And sometimes hearing a YouTube video can be that little spark that can change your life, right? Where you can make a change in your life. So so the YouTube, if you can look out for YouTube, it kind of gives you that inspiration. It may also give you inspiration here to do your YouTube channel as well. So you know what? If you find inspiration from watching this episode, to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. And also you might find inspiration to also help your channel if you've already started and you're looking at, okay, how can I make this channel grow faster or grow, more? That's a way. Another thing to be mindful of when you start your YouTube channel for the first time and you're trying to get it monetized, don't worry so much about subscribers per se. And I mean by that is, worry about the content you're producing and the market you're trying to get your videos out to, because ultimately the market will dictate the subscriber count, right? And what I mean by that is you will have people subscribing based upon the content, right? And one thing I noticed was people will say to me, oh, you're starting a YouTube channel, but you already have one. Why don't you just basically, take your videos and put it on your other one, right? And just do the same channel, but you already have a bunch of subscribers, right? It doesn't work that way, guys. People that are on my other channel are interested in food and travel, right? And no one's gonna want to learn about finance when they're learning about food. That's just two different topics, right? So of course, if I put my finance videos on my food and travel videos channel, people will be like, what the heck is this, right? And no one will watch it. And also YouTube will say, you know what, these videos are not good. And they may not be good for the audience, but they may be still good, right? So that's why I decided to create a brand new YouTube channel to do this content, and also to show you guys that you can also create a YouTube channel from scratch, get monetized in a really short period of time, and also start making money. So anyways, let me go ahead and see if I can cross this road. This road is a little bit trickier. There's a lot more traffic today. And let's go. Here we go. Yeah, that's one thing about Thailand. You gotta be careful about traffic because the roads keep busy and there's no stoplight, right? So you're basically just kind of like dodging traffic. And anyways, I'm walking underneath the bridge here. And one thing about this Thailand is that they have these bridges, and then they always make like things out of these underpasses. So right here, let me go ahead and show you this since I'm here. See that? So they have like a track and a basketball court. Well, you know what, let me go ahead and walk in here, just kind of check it out. So, yeah. And they have this outdoor gym and fitness area. Right? Yeah, so, space in these big cities is tough to find for the general public, right? Like a park. So what a lot of these underpasses here in Thailand, what they do is they make these like recreational areas. Recreation like for soccer or football, volleyball here, basketball. Also there is a gym over here, outside gym. So yeah, and also a track where people can run and walk and actually exercise. So yeah, this is a wonderful, use of space because space is limited here in Bangkok, right? So yeah, it's really nice. But, I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting way off topic here, showing you guys Thailand. But going back to what I said before, I started a YouTube channel. What I did was I started releasing a video, one episode a day for the past 20 some days until I got monetized. And I'm gonna continue releasing one video a day for as long as I can, right? I don't know how long it's gonna last because, I don't know how much I can talk. No, just kidding. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But anyways, I'm gonna keep on doing the videos on a daily basis for a while and see how it goes. But I want to kind of show you guys that, even if you're my age, 50 and above, you can also do YouTube. And I'm showing you guys proof in real time that you can get monetized fairly quickly by doing YouTube. Not only we're talking about releasing a video every day, but also you got to look at important thing to do if you're going to start a YouTube channel for the first time, is you got to put in information in the description box, the title, the thumbnail. It has to be information that the YouTube algorithm can use to understand what your channel's about, right? And a lot of people don't put information in the description box, which is, I can understand that now because with AI, YouTube is reading the videos, and the YouTube AI is understanding what the video is about. Seriously, and they know who is going to be interested in pushing out that content to. But back in the day, as well as right now, even I still think right now, the description box, you know, the place where people put information about that video is important because the words and YouTube will use to kind of link it to viewers, right? So I'll give you an example, right? If you're gonna do a video about, you know, rebuilding a car, right? Of course, in the description box, you wanna put in words that talk about rebuilding a car, right? And the verbiage or the language has to be like that, right? So if you're gonna, you know, make a YouTube channel about that and an episode about that, make sure to put that information in the description box. One thing I've started to do, and it's been helpful for me, because sometimes I don't know how to verbalize what I'm trying to say in the video, right? I'm talking about finance, I'm talking about retiring early, I'm talking about all this other stuff, right? And I don't know how to maybe give a good description of what I'm trying to say. One thing I started doing, I started using AI, and it's been helpful, really good, because I actually use ChatGPT, and I'll put in a transcript into ChatGPT and say, hey, you know what, I need a description of this episode. And guess what? They'll pop in a description, and I'll use that description, put it into my YouTube, and now guess what? It makes my time so much easier to come up with a title and also come up with a description just by letting ChatGPT do it for me. Because you know what? They're finding the words that people want to say or want to hear in the YouTube algorithm, so that helps them to seek out the videos, right, based upon those words. So just a recommendation. That's also an important thing that I do. Another thing that's important that I do is I also put a lot of keywords and tags into my videos, right? And I know some people say they don't work. I don't know if they don't work. I don't know if they do work. I know that basically I just do it, right? Because I don't know, right? And sometimes I'd rather do something and it's possibly work versus that of, you know, don't put it in there and it never work, right? It's just, that's just the way my thought process works, right? So I do put in tags, I do put hashtags into my videos, description box. Also in YouTube, you can go into the area where you make the videos, and it'll tell you, here are your tags. You put your tag in there, comma, put another tag, comma. You just put I think you like have 500 characters, so a lot of tags you can put in there if you want to, however many you want to. But anyways, that's important. Tags, also titles, right? So I let ChatGPT help me with titles. When you're starting out on YouTube, and this is one thing really important that I want to tell you guys. When you're starting out on YouTube, people always, other YouTubers will always say, don't copy titles, thumbnails, whatever from other people, right? And I was like, I'm the opposite, right? I was like, you know what? Guys, if something works, follow it, right? Well, why would you reinvent the wheel? That's the my old saying, right? Why do you reinvent the wheel? So if someone says, you know what, here's a video about you know, a certain restaurant, right? Go try this food at this certain restaurant, right? If they say that and they have a good title and they have a lot of views, guess what? Use the same title, right? It's not like you're how do I say? It's not like you are, you know, stealing a trade secret, because I'm guaranteed chances are they took that title from somebody else. Chances are. So don't worry about that. Just go ahead and use that title and use however you want, because ultimately the big thing about when you start YouTube for the first time is don't make it hard on yourself. Don't get discouraged, because that's what happens. People will try to be too creative, try to be too, you know, like don't want to copy somebody else, you know, and don't want to, you know, how do I say? I mean, I'm not saying don't go take someone's video and put it in your YouTube channel. That's crazy. That's just crazy, right? But I'm saying is, we all have ideas or thoughts or ways we want to express ourselves, but the titles may all be the same, right? I have videos, I've titles in my videos that are the same as other people's, right? Because that's what people are seeking out for. That's what the people are looking for, right? Those are titles. So don't try to create something on your own thinking that that's going to be better than the people that's already got hundreds of thousands of views on that title. That doesn't make any sense, especially if you're new to YouTube, right? So what I would say is, if you're starting YouTube and you want to know, you know what title should I use? find a title that represents the in video that you created, right? And don't recreate the title. Just basically use the same title. That's what I would say. But anyways, important thing, of course, is not only a video release, also the titles, also the description, also the tags and hashtags. But of course, ultimately, guys, it is the content. And the content is the most crucial part of making a YouTube video. And let me see if I can cross the street here this time. All right, cross the street this time. Not too bad. I did a better job this time. So yeah, creating content is the most crucial thing. And when you do that, I think right now, popular kind of content is more or less like what I'm doing right now, releasing more of a kind of authentic videos. Videos that, you know, resonate with the people. You don't need a lot of glitz and glamour. You don't need to do a lot of special effects and editing and a bunch of things that, you know, make your channel look kind of crazy. That's my opinion, right? So in this episode, in this channel, what I did was I decided to change my approach to my videos, because my other channel, I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of video and, you know, layering of videos, and it's a lot of work. I mean, my other channel, a lot of work. But in this channel here, I wanted to make it simple, fun, and kind of more relaxed, and kind of, I don't say more, not genuine, because I'm genuine with my other channel too, but it is more genuine, kind of more authentic, kind of like you're getting me talking for, I don't know how many minutes I've been talking right now without really an edit, right? I'm not really clipping anything. I do occasionally clip some stuff because I might, you know, trip and fall, or I might, you know, have someone in the background of the video that doesn't want to be in the background of the video. So you may see some cuts here and there, but for the most part, I try not to cut my videos here. Trying to give you guys some real feedback and real kind of information, more authentic and live, right? So anyways, so that's a really popular area right now to talk to. I'm sorry, a really popular area of YouTube is these talking authentic videos that I'm doing right now, just kind of talking to the audience and giving them information, and like I said, purely entertainment purposes only, right? I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying this probably over and over again. Guys, I'm not an expert on anything. I just kind of give you guys my first-hand knowledge and information on this kind of stuff, whether it be YouTube or be on financial independence. So yeah, this is just me being me. So anyways, that is what's really popular here on YouTube right now, is being more authentic. So I'm trying to create that video style for you guys. Oh, let me see if I can get past here. Got some people working on the yard. Anyways, oh, you know what? I should get out of the sun. This sun is really bright over here. I'm gonna cross the road. All right, so I'm gonna get out of the sun. And so yeah, so YouTube channel, I've been doing really well. It's been growing. I'm gonna fall. And yeah, so the YouTube channel has been doing really well. It's growing. I'm, you know, trying to get not only monetized, but I'm also gonna show you guys the progress of this channel and how much it monetizes too. Because I think one of the things that when you're interested in starting YouTube, right? Of course, a lot of people start YouTube, of course, for the money, right? You want to make money. And with YouTube AdSense, you get paid by the views. As more people view the video, the more money you make, right? From the advertising. And you're talking about, like, I'm just going to give you a ballpark figure, right? It's called RPMs, and basically what that means is basically how much they pay you per 1,000 views on YouTube for the commercials or the advertising. And it can range anywhere from $5 for every 1,000 views to $25 for every 1,000 views, right? It can range a lot. And also it depends upon the type of videos that you're making, because ultimately it's the advertisers that want to advertise on your videos. So certain different types of videos will have different type of advertisers and different types of advertiser dollars, right? So if someone has a big budget and they want to advertise on certain things like pet food, right? And you're doing videos on pet food, guess what? You're going to make a lot of money on pet food, right? Or talk about the content. But if your advertiser is talking about, let's say, shoes, selling shoes, and you mentioned a little bit about shoes, but you don't really talk about shoes too much, and so advertisers might have a small budget. They don't put much money towards the shoes budget, so you may make less, right? So it depends upon the type of videos that you make. Also will dictate to you guys how much money you can make on ad revenue. So it is a hot day here in Bangkok, Thailand. But yeah, so I'm gonna send people coming my way here if I don't want to run into anybody. But yeah, so that is really important to know, is that also the content will dictate how much money you make. Some content a lot of advertisers want to advertise for, and some content people don't want to advertise too much for. So you don't get as much ad revenue as you would get from, let's say, the finance industry. Because right now, the finance industry, like a lot of people like to advertise with the finance industry. That's just so money, it comes in. So you see a lot of these financial influencers, whatever, they're making a lot of ad revenue because those finance companies like to put a lot of money towards those videos. But, and what else? I told you guys about the money. I talked to you guys about the ad revenue. And I think there's more I'm missing here, but I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole of doing a YouTube channel and telling you guys what everything goes on involved in the YouTube channel. But I want to let you know that in reference to the monetization of the YouTube channel and how I'm going to be make money off this YouTube channel, that's the most important part of this episode, is the fact that once I start monetizing, I'll show you guys the progression of that monetization. And if you guys are interested, make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know, hey, how's the YouTube channel doing, and how's it growing, kind of thing, because I'll be happy to kind of give you guys some more information about, I don't mind telling you guys how much I make off YouTube. That doesn't bother me, because ultimately this is also a very discretionary money that comes in, and this money that I made from my other channel actually helped us to travel, right? We've been traveling over South Asia for over 3.5 years, so that money was our travel budget money, so to speak. So that also kind of dictated where we traveled to, or what we did when we travels, and how much money we made. So, and that's the nice thing about having this as supplemental income, was the fact that we didn't have to touch our savings. And that's another reason why I started YouTube, right? Is a way to make supplemental income where you don't have to use your personal savings, right, to enjoy your retirement. And you can enjoy your retirement, right? And so, yeah, that's why I did it. And we've been having a fun time doing it, right? We get to enjoy not only, travel, but as a part of my food travel channel, I got to try a lot of wonderful food, right? I don't know how much lobster I've eaten, how much Wagyu I've been eating. I don't know how much, crab and lobster, everything. We've been eating a lot of wonderful food through my food and travel channel, and that is because of the food and travel channel making money to pay for that. So, and then we don't have to touch our savings, which is wonderful in retirement, right? So that's the main point. But anyways, yeah, so I wanted to make this episode primarily just to tell you guys that we have been finally monetized. It feels good, and if you want to start a YouTube channel, I would say right now is a good time to start. Right? If you are in your Gen X or in your 50s, 40s even, right, and you want to start a YouTube channel, get started, right? Even if you still have a job where you're working and making a paycheck, and you want to make supplemental income so that you can retire early, this can be that supplemental income type of job. So think of it that way, right? Because I think ultimately, we get to a point where we're working so hard and all the money is just kind of disappearing from our paycheck all the time. And we're like, we don't have any money left, right? So, and YouTube can be as easy or as hard as you make it, right? And that's anything in life, right? If you make this seem like, something that's really hard, chances are it's gonna be hard. Right, so I would recommend, if you take this project on and doing YouTube, don't make it hard on yourself. You don't need the fancy camera, you don't need fancy equipment, right? I first started YouTube, I used my cell phone, right? And I just bought a cheap tripod, that's it. That's all I needed. I didn't even have a microphone. And then after a while, of course, I had to upgrade my equipment because I was making more content and I was monetized. I was making money, so why not, right? So I can use that money towards more equipment. So if you're interested in starting YouTube, you don't have to wait. And now is the best time to start. Also, being that I'm 50 years of age and older, guess what? I started a YouTube channel from scratch, got monetized in less than a month, and I want to show you guys that I'm living proof that you can do it. So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to leave a comment below, smash the like button, because if you guys want to hear more about YouTube, I'll be happy to give it to you. So until next time, guys, have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll see you back next video. Bye-bye.